Okay, what's going on, guys? Boy Shellz, we're back. This is Black Ops 3. And I believe this is my 100th game on this game. I believe. No, 1000, pardon me. Not recorded or the thing played, but played on Black Ops 3. So, oh, there, see that guy there. So I think it's kind of time to do a review on Black Ops 3. Now, I really enjoyed Black Ops 3 that came out because it was fresh and new. The jumping really is the thing that got stale for me. I think... Oh, whoa. Who are you trying to kill? You, me? Huh? Right? Okay, 2-1. Sorry, I didn't mean to that. Okay, we're good to go. But yeah, so obviously when the game came out, I was really enjoyed what it had. Like the beta really got me psyched for it, but it just didn't live up to the expectations I was expecting. I felt they did a good job changing it from what they did in Advanced Warfare, because that game was just legitimately like just too much. Like, I mean, everything else in the game was just like ridiculous. I mean, the jumps, everything in between. But like as the game went on with Black Ops 3, kind of felt like more like it was more of a chore, like, or I felt like jumping was like part of the game rather than just a cool element that was added into the game. And that's kind of where I think they kind of failed the game. You know, it's not a bad thing if they kind of forced that, but I think it did cause problems later on in the game cycle. You know, it's a cool thing to have in there if it like it's just like an added in thing for bonus, but when it becomes like part of like such an important part like this here is like just like a need, it kind of just takes away the game experience for me. That's just me. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but that's what I felt later on in the game. It just felt like more like a chore playing this game than anything else, and that's kind of what took it away from me, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. But like, I still really enjoyed the game. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's one of the better games produced by thing. But it would have been unbelievable if they put boots in the ground. I think boots in the ground, or even if like a bare bones play this where you can do all this jumping, and like they did stuff to change the map, would have been nice. You know, I think that would have been a good idea. But you know, I just this non or hovercraft boots in the ground, non boots in the ground stuff is they gotta come up with some solution. I don't think the solution is all boots in the ground, but I think there's like a solution where they need to figure a way to like boost sliding is a cool feature, but just the boost jumping and running stuff, not a fan of. So that's what I think so far. Now I'm more positive what I think they get right. I like the weapon challenge this time around. I really like that. The way we think I like the dark matter. I do like the way that challenge was a long way to go. My only problem I had with it was how long it took to get. Like those launches were by far the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. And same with pistols, I despised doing them. But other than those like that, Dark Matter is a great addition to the game. It wasn't in Black Ops 2, I don't think, so. Or maybe there was something else, but maybe I'm getting it wrong. I think there might have been. I don't think there was though, because that was next old gen, this is new gen. So they kind of changed things up a bit. Game mode wise, I do like Uplink a lot, but I do think they should have kept with War game mode, which I'm pretty sure is Treyarch's own game mode, so I don't know why they didn't put that in. That was my biggest disappointment of all the things. Gun wise, now with this game taking place in 2075, I was quite impressed with what they did with the weapons. I think they did a good job keeping weapons that we knew, but kind of putting a new spin on them, which is always an important thing. Keep if you keep coming back to the same weapons, it kind of gets stale. The HVK, we haven't really seen a weapon like that. The Shiva is another one that's kind of different. You know, the Man of War kind of looks like it is, but it's kind of a bit like an ACR, but kind of changed a bit to make it reflect that. You know, I like they done the Weevil, kind of like the P90, but they also move things around. The Kuda looks the MP5, and I kind of like that. And they also goes like the VMP, the Vesper. I love the Razorback. The Razorback is a really original weapon and really interesting style, and it's kind of different because it didn't feel like they were just like ported over. Like sometimes when you get like a P90 ported from different games, it kind of just feels like a P90 ported over, like from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2. It just feels like it's been ported over, and the stats have just maybe mangled, and the view's been kind of changed, but the stats stay the same. That kind of didn't feel like this game quite a bit. Now, my biggest problem with this game, I think everyone kind of knows what it is. It's obviously the supply drops. They were terrible. They don't end. Activision has been losing money over the course of the year, so they've been, I think, they've been losing money since about, I think, Black Ops 2 or something like that. They just haven't been making the same money off Call of Duty that they were used to making. So that's why they've been like enforcing these supply drops down on us. I think it's because they've been losing sales. A lot of people had the old gen, haven't really upgraded the new gen, and they just haven't really bought Call of Duty. I think that's kind of the one thing that I learned from reading their accounts, but I could be wrong on that, of course. Now, the problem I think with the supply drops is, okay, supply drops in game and you can buy them. I have no problem with that. But when you've weapons that are like exclusive to supply drops, it really does cause a problem. Now, Do I think do I think Treyarch will get the same amount of money, or Activision? Pardon me, they're the main people. Like Treyarch is just basically a puppet in this whole scheme. Do I think they would have got more money if they allowed me to buy supply drop weapons? Absolutely. I would have spent €5 to buy 1 or 2 weapons. You know, that's what I'd be, because I'd enjoy them. Over just paying for supply drops, because I'm just not gonna pay for supply drops. I think I'd rather just not waste my money on them. I'd rather be able to buy the chance. I think if you got the map packs, I think you should be able to buy one of the, at least pick one of the weapons you want to get. I think that should be a reward, even if you're like a season pass. And I wonder why they didn't do that at all. It was just kind of disrespectful, I felt, to the fan base that kind of make this game what it is and what it has been for the past however many years. Well, how long has you been going on? This has gone on forever. But that's kind of my opinion. But the biggest also, and the problem, is how many let's get this guy. Okay, got him. Just how many times how many melee weapons in this game? Like, what is the point of having 50 different melee weapons? Like, okay, 1 or 2 sounds cool. Make me, like, the butterfly knife, I think was really cool. That was a really great one. But then when you have about, how many more do they have in this game? They had like, felt like 50. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they have more weapons. It's probably more melee weapons than there's guns. There's no need for more melee weapons, and they shouldn't be a big thing. Now, if I was a person in Activision, I was looking to fix the problems that they had, I think maybe potentially the EA model. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. The EA model is probably the best method. Remember, like, they aren't game changing. Like, some attachments are in supply drop, the weapons are given to DLC. Would have been a huge thing. Problem. Hopefully, Activision and Treyarch take on for the next game. They're not on for a while though. They'll be on next 3 years instead of 2 years now, which I'm interested to see what will be different. But I'm kind of interested in what they'll do the next game. Obviously, I think they'll move away from Black Ops. I think they'll do something different or new. My guess is they'll go back to World War II. I think they're the best. They're the best brand for World War II. I think Sledgehammer, is that who? Activision. I think they'll be the team. I don't think they'll do Advanced Warfare 2. I think they'll do Vietnam. I think Infinity Ward will go back to boots on the ground in 3 years' time, because I think they're gonna make a mess of Advanced or Infinity Warfare. I'm hoping they don't, but like they will. That's my opinions. Anyway, that's been my Black Ops 3 look back. I don't think anything else that I really didn't or disliked with the game. Like, I felt the maps were fair. I felt the kill streaks were fair. They just feel a little dumbed down as like there's only 3 or 4 that really made a difference in the game, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that really stands out. Except, you know, oh yeah, the specialists. That was a big addition this year. The specialists were interesting. I quite liked the way they played. I do like them when the way they are. I think they all are a fair thing, but I do feel like they were I kind of felt like a cheap death in times. You know, let's go through them from the start. I felt Rune was a skillful one. You need skill to use that one. Outrider was a bit of a skillful one. I felt Tempest was the same, but I didn't like the way the Tempest thing can like link up kills together. I didn't. That was a bit cheap. The War Machine was a joke. That was so OP. This was a very skill one. Nomad is an interesting one. I didn't like the rejack at the start, but they did a really good job nerfing that after the beta. Reaper was OP as hell. Spectre was an interesting one, difficult one. But my favorite was probably Firebreak, because of that flamethrower just whoosh. Going back to the World of War days, I love that game so much. But I'm trying to think of anything else. If I missed anything, I think there is. That's everything in Black Ops 3. That's the look back. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm interested to see the direction this is probably the last Black Ops 3 commentary I'll do. I'm gonna move to a new series starting in the next few days. This actually might be a bit later on. Actually, I think I'm gonna start that series before this video goes up, because I've got a few Black Ops 3 videos to come through. This is the final Black Ops 3. I should want to check if that was on my 100,000 video actually first, but this has been Black Ops 3. I have played more than 1,000. I didn't know. I thought I skipped. I played 2 games the last day. Then with the 1,000 game. Okay, but yeah, this is basically the last video. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end. Not the best series from my heart. I started off well with the beta, and then I just kind of lost interest with all the stuff I had to do. But hopefully, Infinite Warfare, Battlefield 1, other things change that. But look forward to the new series soon. It's going to be good. There's change up a lot of things in this channel. Hopefully it's interesting to you guys. But until next time, peace out. Have a good one. I will talk to you guys soon.